Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my Mass Effect Andromeda modding guide. Now this is going to be as simple as I can make it, and we're just going to go through how to install a mod manager and add mods to it. It's actually fairly simple. I'm going to give you guys a list of mods that I've used as well, which seem to just make the game overall just play better. I played for about an hour or two, stability seemed fine, and yeah, let's get into it. So just make sure you have a fresh Mass Effect install. I would delete everything, delete the innies and stuff like that out of your files and that kind of thing. Even do a search in your bar if you need to, just to make sure you completely remove it and give yourself a fresh install. I'm also doing this through Steam, but it seems to go through Origin anyway, so I imagine that this should work for either format that you might want to do that on. So once you've got yourself a nice fresh install, what I recommend doing is coming over to the FROSTY tool here, which is the mod manager we're going to be using. Don't worry about trying to find links and stuff. I'm going to have this in the description for you, so don't worry about that. You guys should be able to click on that. Please leave a like before you go, otherwise I'm going to get severely punished by YouTube. But yeah, just make sure you download that. Once you've downloaded it, then you'll have this file here that you'll see in your download folder. Extract it somewhere better than me. I've extracted it into the download folder because I'm crazy, but it did work anyway. Just run the FROSTY manager exe. I think it was exe. There might have been an install, but anyway, just run that. It'll install itself on your computer, and then you'll be on this kind of dashboard screen just here that you see just here. You won't have this immediately though. What you'll actually need to do is press new, and then you're going to need to navigate to your game folder. This does also do Dragon Age as well, by the way, so if you do have other BioWare games, this may well be a useful tool for you to have. So as you can see, for me, this is Steam. Steam has common, Mass Effect Andromeda. If you're in the Origin one, I don't know what the file format's going to look like, but I imagine it'll be something similar to this. It'll just be in an Origin folder somewhere. Once you've done that, just double click on it, and that will bring it into the place that you can see just here. So I'm going to select this so that we can go into the mod screen. Obviously, you guys can see the list of mods that I've got. I've decided not to mess with anything just because it's running fine, and I don't want to have to kind of break it or anything like that. The list that I installed it in is the list that they're listed in here, which is kind of how I did this. And so to install the mods, it's very simple. There are two ways to do this. You either drag and drop a mod in. I can show you here because it doesn't really kind of add it over them or anything like that. So you can drag it in, and it'll add it to the list. Once you've got a mod added, all you need to do is select the mod, apply the mod, and it'll put it in here. Again, as you can see, it's fairly safe. It doesn't kind of do anything doubly or anything like that. And if there's a mod that you don't want to be using anymore, all you need to do is untick it, and then it's not going to be on anymore. Still good. I've got a selection of different things in here. So we've got faster cars. We can move it just feels so good when you're playing it. The other one then is a little just has an extra step on it. So this one here is my advantage. My example. If I drag this on here, you'll see it doesn't contain anything apparently, and sometimes it can bring up like a command prompt and turn off the app. Now you fix this the same way for either of those, so it doesn't really matter too much. All you need to do is extract it. I've extracted mine into my mod folder, so I'll come down here where I've already pre-unpacked that. You see here we've got this BG brackets 1, which is the one I've re-extracted. All you need to do, you can either select it and just drag it straight across like that, or you can cut them out, put them into the Mass Effect Andromeda folder like this. Either one of these will work. This is effectively the library that we create just here, so that's all good. Once you've got all of the mods that you want to have installed, then all you need to do is press this launch button, and that's going to launch you into the game. What I would say is, obviously I've got quite a lot of mods loaded here, and up until probably around this point just here, the launch button worked fairly rapidly, and then once I kind of started putting all this stuff in, it seemed to slow the launch of the game down a bit. I don't know exactly what that is or what the cause would be, but I imagine it's something to do with these. So there are a lot of files here that are not actually going to be using all of. These are customization options for the Fem Ryder. There are male versions as well. I'm sure you guys will be able to find that, but I was planning on playing a lady as we go through Mass Effect, just because I like to play as Andraste. So yeah, here's going to be the list of mods. This is going to be in the description. That's how you launch the game in some mods. Let me just go through everything one more time with you guys, just because I want to make sure that I've said everything I feel like I need to say. Fresh install of Mass Effect. For good effect as well, I like to make sure that I'm logged into Origin. I don't know if that's a problem. I don't know if you kind of stay offline with Origin, whether that's going to cause you any problems. This is just what I know is working, so I'm just going to make sure I've said it. Make sure you download the FROSTY mod manager, not the editor. And then we're going to be using Nexus to download the mods. Most of the mods go straight in through the FROSTY manager. I haven't come across any that don't. The only ones that I know of that don't are the reshades, but they, from the pictures I was looking at, the difference they make is very, very minor, and you have to go through some hoops with another application, and I didn't really want to do that for my playthrough, so I'm just going to leave that out of this, especially as my guides are always fairly basic, and I'm terrible at anything like technical support, so yeah, install the mods, and then you are ready to launch your game. Hopefully this is helpful for some of you guys. Hopefully you'll jump onto Mass Effect with me. It'd be really, really cool to know if this has gotten some of you guys to play, and yeah, hopefully I'll catch you all next time. Until then, have a good one.